Hello?
You're 20. What's up?
I've had sex 528 times in the past 19 months, and I was...
Oh, my God. Well, wait a minute. Same person?
Yeah, with my boyfriend, fiance. We're getting married in August.
Do you have some kind of little hat sheet or something? Like a counting device?
Yeah, it's like on your fighter plane. You mark them off every time you have a kill.
It's with the swastikas on the windshield.
Footballs on the helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on a second. I got something to say about that. I was talking about quicksand last night, what happened to quicksand. Scott was nice enough to bring up. But what happened to sticking stickers onto things and putting notches in things to signify things? Like gunslingers from the Old West would put a notch on their holster on the handle of their
People
gun.
in prison would be knocking off the days.
Yeah, they do that, scratch it into the side of the wall, and then do the X thing for the 5 days. Fighter pilots would have the, Japanese rising sun flag or the swastika, whatever it was. Football players, it was very popular, especially in college and in high school. They'd put the sticker, the skull and crossbones or whatever, all over the side of the helmet. I think Michigan Wolverines
Ohio
used to do that.
Ohio State still does it, but I think they're like the only major team that still does that.
Yeah. Anderson said Willie Stargell, I think, used to do that. I think the Pittsburgh Pirates used to have something. There was this very hot trend, notches in the bedpost for every time you got laid. People don't keep tallies anymore, not in the form of stickers and notches. I'd like to see some of that coming back. Drew?
I would like that, too.
Yeah.
Not only that.
But, Jenna?
Yeah?
528 in what period of time?
19 months.
So what's 19 times 30? So it's
about 600.
A year and a half.
It's about once a day, right?
Roughly.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Great.
That's great.
God bless you. So what is the? I'm not sure I understand the question.
And how do you tally it?
Like penetrative sex, like just you write it down. I also write down like if it's anywhere interesting.
Right. I understand.
You have a diary or something?
Yeah.
Well, it used to be. Now it looks like a phone book. Hey, but you know what's lovely about women? Guys, hold on 1 second, because I just need an amen here. Jenna's 20. Jenna, gets up to 1,300 times in as many days with a guy, chronicles each one of them in painstaking detail. They get engaged, but he ends up banging her best friend. 6 months later, they break up. Somewhere down the line, you enter Jenna's life. Now you're dating Jenna. You're getting pretty serious. And it's that time in your life you're starting to think about settling down, and Jenna goes away to Vegas for a weekend with 4 of her friends who are from Michigan, where they grew up, and they're having girls' night, and you're alone in the place, and one night you're looking for scissors, and out slides this lovely book. It's this bound in leather, and you open it up, and the first page, number 1. He banged me against the crapper in the downstairs crapper. Turn the page. By the time you get to 1427, we screwed on the space shuttle. I mean, women love to chronicle this stuff, but what they don't realize is they then take all of this documentation into their next relationship, gather some more documents, move into a next one. I mean, she's 20. By the time she, settles in at 27 with some guy, this guy has a dossier of her sexual encounters. It's like the president. It's like the Watergate hearings.
It does point out the difference between how men and women perceive that, and for women, it's like those are episodes of romance, of connectedness. For men, it's like, it's sex, Jack.
I know, but the next son of a bitch who has to get hold of that diary, though. All right, Jenna.
You want something even more entertaining? Writing it down was his idea.
Oh, no.
You're not marrying him.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I am.
All right, you better. That's it. And the day you guys divorce is the day you burn that.
Wait a minute. There's something diabolical in this. Yeah.
He writes it.
No, she has this dossier. And make sure guys come across it. They're going to be like, oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Gotta make you wear it around your neck. All right, Jenna, so you never stopped having sex.
No.
Day number 45. He pulls out to get a drink of water and is back in 5 minutes. All right, so what's up?
Just wondering what the medical classification for a nymphomaniac was and how close I am to that.
Well, it's usually... It has nothing really to do with the frequency so much as the consequences of the behavior. In other words, if you're doing it in situations that are dangerous or potentially harmful, or if there's progressivity, worsening of the intensity of the risk and the kinds of things that are happening as a result of the behavior, losing money.
What's up with this guy wanting it documented, though? That's strange.
Probably tiny little bit of obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
He's pretty much of a perfectionist.
An accountant or something?
Creative writing major. Poet, writer, yeah.
All right. So now, does he ever criticize you for not writing with enough flair?
Actually, no. I was in debate in high school, and I can write just as well as he does.
Fantastic.
So what you guys are doing is performance art.
Yeah, you could call it that.
All right, Jenna.
All right, thanks.
All right. Don't have any kids for a little while. You're both going to screw them up, okay?
Please.
Absolutely would. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
These two are sane, but
barely.
Sort of.
He's grading her paper. I think is what is happening there.
Yeah, that is not the plan. The objective is to try to stick the paper together, not grade it.
Matthew.